You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
There's one other thing we can talk about.
Okay.
I briefly mentioned this in my video yesterday, but I want to get you guys' takes on this. Everybody knows that that Around the Horn is done. I believe a couple of weeks or so.
Yeah.
They're bringing back. They're actually going out in a woke bang. Jamel Hill back.
Yeah. Kate Fagan back.
Kate Fagan back.
Yeah.
Check this out. Check out what Kate Fagan actually said during her final appearance on this show. Yeah, right here, man. ESPN panelist says trans kids deserve to play sports in final Around the Horn appearance.
Hey, before you jump into this, let's add this the following context. ESPN's owned by Disney. Disney just announced they're putting a theme park in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Where homosexuals can get killed.
Yeah, absolutely. Our wokeness only goes so far.
I mean, I don't get it with Disney, man. I mean, sidetrack here. Me and you have both been watching Andor.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of season 1. This is Disney.
I like
the first 3 episodes of
I did. I liked
of season 2. The first 3 not good.
Not
but the
great,
last 6 episodes have been fantastic.
Holy shit.
It's amazing what Disney can do, man, when they actually put their head to it. But
I got caught up. I got caught up last night. Holy crap. The last 3 episodes were unbelievable.
Yeah. But Around the Horn is also a Disney product.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. Listen into this, man. This is how Around the Horn goes out right here.
Well, listen, being on this show has been a privilege and a platform, and I know it's my last time on it, and I want to say something worthy of that privilege and platform, and that is this, that trans kids deserve to play sports. Think about what you remember from your time playing sports. Like 99% of it is finding that jersey for the first time, your favorite number, community, joy, those high fives. It's that moment when you have a great play with a teammate. It's the feeling of belonging, and it does not know gender. And trans kids deserve that the same as everybody else does. And Tony, this space has, on Around the Horn, it's been about diversity and inclusion and lifting up new voices, because sports is joy and sports is humanity. And the more people who have that, the better. And Tony, I love you. So thanks for having me back on.
Now, I don't know what Tony actually has to do with transgender kids. Now, Kate Fagan played basketball.
Yeah.
She is a former University of Colorado basketball player. Rose.
Yeah. Can you can you imagine Joanna Mann strolling out into the WNBA? Can you imagine LeBron James putting on a long blonde wig?
I was just about to bring that up, man.
And strolling out onto the WNBA court. Angel Reese would be turned into particle dust. What are we talking about here?
You know what? Oh. To these leftists, man, all you have to do is just say that you're trans, and then, hey, you're trans, right? LeBron James got free time right now. His NBA season is over with. LeBron, I'm dead serious on this, man. Announce that you're trans. You don't have to be, really, but just announce it and say, I got some more game left. I want to go play in the WNBA just for this season.
Oh.
And you know what?
He's 40 years old. 67 points.
LeBron would average 80. And you know what's going to happen? All those woke players are going to be crying.
Oh,
we don't stand a chance.
It would be outrage.
I really would love to see it happen, man. I really want it to happen.
I'm going to tell you, it's appalling enough that she went down the road of this transgender thing, yada, yada, yada. But the most despicable part about this is she brought drug kids into it.
Yes.
She drugged kids into it that I would argue if the parents transition the kids, their asses ought to be locked behind bars. I'm sorry. I'm keeping it real here.
Yeah.
There is something
all three of us are roughly
about it.
in the same age group. In the 1980s, did you ever hear of a trans kid?
No. There were tomboys and there were little girls.
I didn't really hear of actually I didn't hear of any trans adults. You just didn't see it.
No.
This stuff is a religion now, man.
Well, and part of it here is it's this social status symbol that these woke leftists have turned their kids into. In other words, they're using their kids as props and literally transitioning them because it gets them clout amongst their group, their peer groups, all of this, because they're all a bunch of wackos, man.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, we're absolutely coinciding with the fact that we've had the drop off in asylums and the rise in this kind of crap. There's no question, because there would have been a time they'd have been like, no, we're going to have to get you help. All right. Some of this stuff, if you'd have just said it out loud 15 years ago, immediately people would have been like, are you even the most wokest mother effer? Take a guy like Mike Florio, who can be really woke. I promise you, I could bring this crap up to him 15 years ago. He'd have looked at me like, are you crazy? Do you need to be locked up?
Yeah.
And that would be the rest of them too. It's just some bullshit that they're talking about. Part of it's a grift, but for the parents, I'm sorry, there should be action taken against parents. And here you got somebody advocating for this shit on an ESPN sports show.
Yeah. And here's the thing, man. She said that trans kids aren't allowed to play sports. That's a lie.
That is a lie.
They are allowed to play sports. But however, if you were born a male, you're going to play with the males. If you're born a female, you're going to play with the females. Just as simple.
What does
this stuff is not hard.
What does she and Megan Rapinoe both have in common? They both have this same view, but they just conveniently no longer play sports.
Interesting. Funny how that works, right?
Yeah, because their asses would have been dominated.
Right.
They would have been dominated.
Kate Fagan, man, she would not want to play against a male. She would not want to do it. She ain't about that life, man. It's easy when you actually on the sideline and your career is done, just like Megan Rapinoe. She knew that her time was up. So when her time was up, all of a sudden she wants to come out and say, hey, we need transgenders in female sports. If you disagree with me, you're a bigot. Well, Megan Rapinoe, keep playing. Keep playing and keep pushing for it. These people really don't believe in this, man. They really don't believe in this stuff.
And all that, like, and then I've been labelled far right and all this and all that. It goes. But I say to these clowns, guys, no such thing as far right. Labelling people far right is.
You got leftists that agree with us. Martina Navratilova agrees with us.
Yeah, and she's part of the LGBT alphabet soup.
Yeah, she's a complete leftist. Man.
What kills me is so many of these countries they want to defend would never allow them to have that lifestyle in a million trillion years.
No.
And again, Disney gets in bed with a country that would end lives over this, by the way, and have. And what's so bleeped up about the situation, none of these people like Kate Fagan will open their mouths one bit over that.
Nope.
You know, she didn't use her platform to get on around the horn and call Disney out for opening a theme park over there. She didn't do that.
Silent. They're going to be silent.
Of course they are.
Yep.
LeBron, Saudi Arabia, like the FIFA World Cup in 2036 is in Saudi Arabia as well.
Hey, LeBron, I'm going to be woke as hell as long as you don't ask me about those Uyghurs making those cheap ass shoes over in China now that are slaves. Don't ask me about that crap.
And you remember, Disney was thinking the concentration camp in China when they were for allowing them to shoot on what was it, Mulan?
Yeah.
In China. They were thanking the concentration camp.
Dude, the concentration camp was, some were saying, was like a couple of 100 yards.
It's like 100 yards away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.